Hey everybody, wherever you're watching from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we're back in Victoria 3 to continue our Butua Half-Campaign. Last time we were in the middle of a war against China and so this one is a funny war because I was able to get Persia, my longtime ally from EU4. I was able to get Persia as my protectorate to help them like defend against China, and so we're up against China now, and we are winning for the most part. Oh my god, okay, so I've only looked at the casualties just now. That is an insane amount of casualties, actually. On our side, with Persia and Ethiopia and myself, we have 81,000 dead and then 202,000 wounded. On the Chinese side, they have almost 300,000 dead and 656,000 wounded. And it's costing them 3.79 million to fight this war. It's only costing us 2.24 million. Combined with me, Persia, and Ethiopia. Wow, this is oh my gosh. But yeah, we were just pretty much reining in our subjects, mostly reining in Benin, and we've also reset the Carnatic, so Carnatic doesn't have any more nations supporting their independence, so now it's really just reigning in Benin. We've also subjugated a few other nations like Portugal and Brazil. I believe the only member in the power block who is independent now is the new addition, which is Chukotka over here in Siberia. So we're going to change that as soon as we're able to. We got like 3 years more to go on that one. And yeah, as the title of the stream suggests, I've decided that I no longer want to negotiate for monopoly rights for my companies. I'm just gonna seize the land myself. So if any nation has gold mines, I will just take their land. I'm not gonna bother negotiating anymore because I'm sick of trying to renegotiate treaties after like they break the treaty once the once the binding period is like over. And also for some of the nations where I can't negotiate monopoly rights to begin with, like Sweden, well, we're just gonna take the land by force. So that's what we're going to try and do for the rest of the game. It's currently June 27, 1894. So we have about 40-ish years left in the game. So we'll see how much we can do with that amount of time. I also have to rein in some of our subjects, and I'm gonna try as well to bring everyone down into a puppet so that I can just take their states directly. Specifically for nations like Brazil and Portugal who have land in Africa, we want to seize that land for ourselves, because obviously I didn't really intend for this to happen, but we're basically unifying all of Africa. It was not on the cards, it was not in the plan, but that's what's gonna happen now at this point. But yeah, that's how it's going as far. Other than that, like I'm doing fine for the most part. People can be replaced, gold can't. In a way, that's correct. In a way, that's correct. That's what's gonna happen over here. So we're gonna continue our war over here. Also, something else. So that time last session where I fought Arabia and released Egypt, and Egypt was released as a decentralized nation, I went into the save. I modified the save a bit, just so I could change them into an unrecognized power instead of a decentralized power. So right here it still says decentralized power, but they already have like a rank. So that should correct itself as soon as we unpause. And also, like, we have the diplomatic options now, so yeah, they are no longer decentralized, they're now unrecognized, which means we can do diplomacy with them, which we're gonna try. I could, so in this case for Egypt, they don't have any gold mines, so I'm totally fine with like negotiating with them, rather than forcibly turning them into our subject. Yeah, Egypt doesn't have gold, so we're gonna try and get them into our power block. And speaking of a power block, we have Galicia now as well as a possible option to join the power block, and I believe I got them because they have gold. Yep, Galicia has gold over here, so we're going to do that. We're gonna bring them into the block. And then let's draft a treaty with Egypt. We're gonna... well, actually, the thing is, they probably won't give me Sinai as a treaty port, is the thing. So if I try to go for Sinai treaty port so I can build the Suez, there's a minus 290 over there. So I think what I might do instead is just wait for the truce to be up, which is in 3 years, and then we're just gonna attack them. We're gonna force them to be our protectorate. Hopefully no one else tries to make a treaty with them or guarantees their independence. Yeah, we're just gonna get like a treaty, make them our subject directly, and then that way I can like build the Suez. But yeah, anyway, let's continue our war. Let me just also add in, also, why are there... Okay, we need to move these to the East Siberian garrison. They're not supposed to be over there. Let's recruit some conscripts, because I do believe, yep, I have like a whole bunch of conscripts that I can recruit. Congo, Ethiopia, Nile conscripts, Northern... Okay, we have like a new group now. We have Northern Africa because I've incorporated Inner Morocco. But I guess we don't have to build that just yet because our control over here is not complete just yet. Senegal. And then Southern Africa. And then Zanj. I should have all of the mobilization options enabled, yep. And then before we unpause as well, I do have to look for another law to pass. So we also ended last session successfully passing graduated taxation. So we're not going to change our tax laws anymore. This is actually the best tax law we have at this point, because nothing is going to earn us more money. I say earn more money. We're not really earning money right now, but we're kind of being kept afloat by my company buying all of the buildings that I've built over the course of the game so far. But yeah, we're gonna try and pass another law here. We still can't pass outlawed dissent, and actually that's probably one of the last few things we want to pass. Outlawed dissent, and then also single party state. We're gonna be a single party state monarchy. It's gonna be like full on imperialism here. Imperialism, but constitutional imperialism, because we have elected bureaucrats and women's suffrage. It's gonna be really weird. It's still kind of difficult to pass multiculturalism, so we're not gonna go for that, but I am gonna try and pass freedom of conscience. We went down to total separation, but I think it makes a lot more sense to try and go back to freedom of conscience, because if you look at our population in terms of religion, 98.3% of our pops are following the state religion already anyway. So I think it was a mistake to go to total separation. I should have just kept it on freedom of conscience. I should not have changed it at all. So I'm gonna try and pass this. This is like a rough one to pass. It's also gonna piss off the intelligentsia, which is not ideal. What did they give when they're pissed off? Minus 10% prestige. Okay, it's not so bad. Ideally, we want them to be like loyal so that they can give us the 50% migration attraction, but yeah, that's not happening for now. It also doesn't help that right now they're led by market liberal. I need them to be led by a humanitarian, ideally. I would like a humanitarian, like freaking 24% chance for a humanitarian. I don't, can I even... Are there even humanitarians in the agitators? That is a reformer, that's not a humanitarian. Nihilist. Nihilist. Slaver. Nihilist. Abolitionist. I don't... Positive... Oh, positivist! No, but we're not gonna go back to technocracy. Social democrat. No. Do we not have... Okay, that's a Luddite. This is an anarchist. Actually... if only... I guess I can try to... What would be the... Oh, he's atheist. He's a Russian atheist. From Nivik. Oh, although he will start like the socialist movement. Because he's an anarchist. Oh, he's old though. We could potentially get an anarchist in the trade unions, and then that will allow us to pass. The problem is I can't invite him because acceptance for him would not be equal or greater than 40. Yeah. It would be really bad. I can't get a freaking multicultural movement going, bro. Reformer. Why would a reformer be on the reactionary movement? That makes no sense. Carlist. Liberal. Man, all of the agitators across the globe are like useless right now. Like, none of them are an ideology that I actually want, bro. Apart from, actually, we don't even want the anarchists for the anarchists itself. Like, we just want them to pass multiculturalism. That's it. Fuck, bro. Actually, if we manage to go down to cultural exclusion, but the thing is, even this one is like also just really bad to pass anyway. This will make the intelligentsia happy. How much? Man, +5. It pisses off the industrialists and petty bourgeoisie. Fuck. This is not gonna work. Okay, that pisses off the landowners, but like, what can they do? This is another option as well. It's a pass. We can just pass mass conscription for now. Just so we can have like an even larger army. Even though we're already like the number 1 nation militarily. We're number 2. That's because we just have like some casualties on our regiments. Yeah, this one's also gonna give me a bit more authority, so it's great. We're gonna go back to freedom of conscience. It's gonna give us a bit more acceptance on all of our pops. Anyway, I guess we can right, no, the states. So I also have to like go through each of my states. If there's, I wonder if there's like a better way to go through my states. That is not like a good way to. Why does it include my subject states, bro? God damn it. I guess I have to just click on each state one by one. Like set up. So I'm gonna try and set up like a bunch of auto expands on all of my states, just so I don't have to manage my construction queue that much. And also because like we want to try and get our states that haven't been properly depeasanted yet depeasant. So what's a good way of like doing this? I guess we can just start from the bottom. Okay, that's already on. We're gonna subsidize that, actually. The logging camps, for some reason, are not. Because it's not getting any cash reserves. Let's see. Identical peasant control. Yeah, we have to like shove them into a proper job that isn't just them being a peasant, so they actually get paid better wages, and so they can actually participate in the economy and like buy stuff. I guess I can just go through each building instead. And then just auto-expand from there. I guess that works. I should already have power plants in all of my... Yeah, we have like 104 levels of power plants across our country right now. Put that on domestic, so... These ones should all be on auto expand already for the ones that are incorporated. Inner Mauritania and Inner Morocco. Set these on auto expand as well. Well, I'll fix the auto expand on the actual like building list, I guess. And then for the railways, I ended up having to put railways in like non-incorporated states too because of the extraction requirements. How is this not incorporated yet? Why? Oh, because it's still growing. I see. I'll check on those ones later, I guess. And for the trade centers, we already have the 50 in the two main ports, but I guess I can also just put these on auto expand. Oh wait, you can't put trade centers in auto expand? Really? There's no auto expand for trade centers? I didn't know that. You just subs the... Okay. I guess you have to be like more purposeful with where you put these. That's fine. And for agriculture, I'm mostly looking at my military supply needs for this one. Because ideally we don't really want to build too much agriculture in the first place. But... this one requires groceries, this one requires grain. We don't really need to build that. Then meat, wine, sugar, tobacco. So wine, tobacco. We already get liquor from the from the food industries, and opium. We don't have any opium locally. It's all in our subjects. So, but we do have tobacco, I believe. Yeah, so I can start queuing up tobacco and wine on all my incorporated states. I actually have like a lot of tobacco already. I realized like, oh shit. We already have a lot of it, actually. I already have it built on every state, okay. Then vineyards, I already also have that built on all my stuff. I guess the other thing that military would need would be, so the meat and the grain. So for the meat and grain, we have access to millet and... Wait, this is incorporated? Oh. That's my only source of rice. I guess I can just build rice on that since it's my only source of rice anyway. Sure, why not? We still have some peasants there anyway. And then rye is mostly in the unincorporated areas. How does colonial exploitation work again? What does this give us? 20% for plantations, mines, forestries, and rubber. So it doesn't actually affect agriculture specifically. It has to be plantations. It has to be plantations for that one. Forestries. And mines, plantations. Okay. What plantations can I even build here though? Can I build sugar there? In north? No. Tea? No. It's just livestock ranches anyway, because it's in the frickin'... Yeah, I guess you can't really put a plantation in the frickin' Siberian wastes in the north. Oh, this one has rye, but like that's not a plantation. Able to go grow contraband? Well, as far as I know, the only thing that would count in this game would probably be tobacco and opium. We do have that. I don't have it locally in my country. It's in my subjects, but we can build tobacco and opium. If that's what you mean by contraband. Other than that, we have arts academies that can produce fine art. Whatever the fine art looks like, I don't know. Who owns this rye plantation actually? A manor house? I guess I can just buy this and then lower the level so we can get the arable land back. I guess we can just go to resources now. For resources, queue up a bunch of coal mines. For the fishing, yeah, I might as well just add more fishing too. Since the fish does go into my food industries. And for the gold mines, we'll add that in. And iron mines, we'll add some levels over here as well. Lead, logging, and oil, and rubber. Sulfur, right. We have the one sulfur mine in our freaking country. Just the one. Okay. And then the urban are the buildings that we're gonna keep like building manually and not putting it on auto expand, just because like I want to have like direct control over how many I'm building per state. Then we go back to the building list here, and we look for development. We have power plants on auto expand. Should I put government admin on auto expand? How does auto expand for government admin work? Actually, because this is not by profit, right? These one of these. The amount of taxation is less than what? Is less than 10. Oh, okay. I should probably not put that on auto expand because that might spike my paper. Probably should have that under control. Set these on auto expand, and then we go to rural. I guess the rural should include, yep, that's everything. So the rye, put that on fertilizers. Do we want potatoes, apple orchards, or sugar beets? In terms of productivity, 4.2, 5.0. Actually, apple orchards, really? Set that on privatize, so that will expand. Right, I should not have put this one on auto expand. No, this one is over here. European government is only about profit. Well, when you remember the fact that the Philippines was a colony of the US for a bit, you know, we kind of just follow you guys too. In a way. Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna put I should not put the rye farms on auto expand. Nor the rice farms. I'm crying out for help. Everyone is, man. Everyone is, don't worry. And actually, you know what? We'll put this on auto expand anyway, because like, realistically, what else am I gonna build in this place? I should probably put a railway here. And the wheat farms in the Cape. So in the Cape, because this one has the... Right, this one has the vineyards. So actually I'm inclined not to expand the wheat farms here. Then in the Northern Cape as well. Oh, actually no, for the Northern Cape, it's like fine. Just be more careful, I guess. And for the Indian Ocean territory, is sugar, coffee, and banana. I guess it's fine on auto expand. Then on fig orchards. And for the millet farms, it's gonna be a lot of competition per state. We're not gonna put that on auto expand. The livestock ranches, probably not gonna touch that because we'll let the company handle that. The vineyards we are gonna keep on auto expand. All the mines we'll put on auto expand. Coffee plantations, cotton, dye, tea, tobacco, put on auto expand. Logging camps we'll put on auto expand. Rubber plantations, auto expand. Fishing wharves, auto expand. Whaling stations, auto expand. Oil rigs, auto expand. Okay, it should be everything. Spent like 30 minutes paused because I've like set up a bunch of stuff, but I think we can unpause now. There's a government petition completed, and Galicia accepted our invitation to the power block. Peace deal proposed. White peace, no, you're not getting a white peace. Let's also improve relations with all of my block members. Okay. So, this war should be going pretty well. Yep, we are beating them very handily. They're getting annihilated. Like, how much have they already... Yeah, the cost of war for them is like 4 million now. It's insane. Sacred Union. Insurrectionary political movement. Let's try the barrier to defend our nation. So this one gives us +3 opposition interest group approval. The political strength for all of these interest groups. Or we raise the progress on the secession movement by 10% and we weaken everyone's interest group political strength. The rule folk are the marginalized, devout or marginalized. Industrialists are powerful. Intelligentsia is influential. Landowners are on the verge of marginalized. Petit bourgeoisie are pretty powerful. They're 20%. I mean, this one is gonna go all the way to... It only goes up to 79%. It's actually not 100% anymore. Although, in terms of approval... Oh, the intelligentsia are on unhappy right now. Yeah, we might want to make them a bit happier, actually. Yeah, it gets a bunch of them to neutral territory. That should help. Greek peasant revolt. Okay, interesting. Ontario... Wait, is Ontario... Other... Okay, no. Great Britain just took this directly. Why... What are they gonna do with, like, direct control over that land, bro? It makes no sense. Plus 10% political strength of the devout. Lose popularity on their corporatist leader. 10% momentum on the Liberal Party. Is my subject losing this revolt, man? Okay, we have wargaming now. So, we can change our production method for the military buildings. Get more training rate. Tumultuous campaign, okay. Right, our intelligentsia has an ethno-nationalist, bro. Man, I need to get rid of these ethno-nationalists, man. Fuck. Actually, now that I think about it, if the Liberal Party right now is led... Wait, hold on. Oh, no. So the intelligentsia right now is led by a market liberal, but there's a character who's also in the group who's an ethno-nationalist. Okay. Right. I mean, if he gets wounded, that's fine with me. Hopefully, he just disappears at some point. % success chance, +2 interest group approval on the industrialists, and 10% pop attraction. I kind of don't want to give them more pop attraction, to be honest. Yeah, we'll take the 7%. That's a bigger increase. Hey, Steel. Okay, we've crossed the 300 million GDP mark. Nice. We're like almost double the GDP of China now, so that's cool. still can't peace out with China because we haven't actually pushed that far in. We don't have control of the war goals, I think. We have control over one war goal. Wait, no, we have control over 3 war goals, actually. We're just missing Southern Tilin, which is this one. I should probably set that as a strategic interest, maybe? The path... I don't know why the front looks weird. Urbanize Zimbabwe. Okay, nice. We've actually completed that. Let's get the... I think we'll take the throughput on that one. We're also getting a bit more convoys free. With more convoys free, I can maybe raise another army. Are you struggling over here? I think my subject is kind of struggling on this, actually. I'm gonna send my cav to this because they're clearly having problems. Free trade party. Market liberal. We do want to get free trade at some point, actually. We do want to get free trade instead of being on protectionism, so... Oh, this one pisses off everyone, though. We're just not... Yeah, that's not good. I don't want them to lose momentum, but... I don't want to piss off the other interest groups either. Benin attitude improved. Defiant. It's still ticking. I don't know why they have like 2 political lobbies that are against me is the problem. We kind of have to get rid of that somehow. If I fund my own lobby on them, will it I'm gonna try this actually. We're gonna try and fund lobbies in Benin to try and get to try and lower the clout of the political lobbies that are against me. Wait, China's still on slavery? Hold up. They're in slave trade? Bruh. Bruh. It's gonna cost me a bit of influence, but that's fine. Moderate starts leading the freaking devout. Okay, there's our company getting precision tools. That's nice. Do we have control over the war goals yet? I think my troops are getting it. Okay. There's the Kinetic Revolt. I guess we can... I guess I can afford to send this since we have the we have enough convoys now for that. So we have 71 on our current government. Any other option we have of like rearranging our interest groups is not going to give us that much legitimacy. Oh my god. That's not going to work. Yeah, no. So I think we'll just stick to the Social Democrats for now. Has my blockade actually been working here? The Chinese market. Is the Chinese market struggling with my blockade? I have like no way to tell, actually. Yeah, no, I can't tell. Recovering army morale. Minus 10% offense, minus 10% morale recovery. 33% chance. Ooh. Oh, this is just bad. Just generally. There's like no winning on this event. Oh my god, it's all bad. No. Okay, finally. Finally we're making them tick down on China. Throw in some government admin there to try and get a bit of our bureaucracy back. Although right now we do have just modifiers making this go negative. Okay. Ew. 78,300 on government expenses for 5 years. Jesus Christ, that is expensive. Or we make the trade unions weaker. Right now they're like one of our strongest interest groups anyway. Yeah, they're our strongest interest group right now. God, that is loud. So I guess we can handle this. Although this is like RNG whether or not we get the 10% chance. We did not get the 10% chance. Fuck. Nah. Okay. We can't invite Burma yet. Oh, I don't want to piss off these guys and make them go to... Fuck. I think I can replace exploitation members now because I don't need the additional authority anymore. We already got our monopolies and our companies. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I get my next company anyway, so... Let's replace this so we can get a bit of cohesion back. And we're gonna go to Should we go for an investment or... or go back to advanced research? I could go back to advanced research. We still have a lot of tech that we want to try and get through. So I guess that works. I could also just take like construction 1 again and then wait until we have 3 available mandates so that I can replace it with like a full one, like advanced research, for example. I guess that works. And then, as much as I would like to invite Trier and Ryazan, we're not connected territories, so I won't be able to get them in. Over here. Modernist revolt. Do I care about this? Considering neither of them want to offer... neither of them want to become my subject, I probably should not intervene with that. Also, right, for research. So we're now researching telephone, getting spread for electrical capacitors, and then the next thing I'm researching is central planning. Over in military, are we getting spread for... We're getting spread for bolt action rifle. So I think I want to get... We'll take war propaganda, actually. I've been inside with Galicia. Okay, we're finally done with our war with China. Is Prussia not going to intervene with this? Prussia should intervene with this, no? Or maybe they're too scared. They shouldn't be. 77, 170. Yeah, they have like more troops than Great Britain. Like what? Oh, they did drop down to minor power, actually. Like me, me being at 3,000 prestige is probably like pushing everyone down. Yeah. So the way the power rankings work, the way the prestige power rankings work is it scales with the difference between the greatest power and like the smallest power. So me being at 3,000 is like making everyone else drop down a rank. Oh my gosh. Anyway, did anyone do diplomacy with Egypt right now? We haven't done a treaty with them yet. But yeah, they're not willing to give me Sinai, so yeah, we'll just invade them later. There's our war with China done. Send this back home. And also demobilize because they're very expensive to keep mobilized. I have to like reset where they're going home to. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have to go with this anymore because they just swayed my subject for that one. Okay, fair enough. We weren't able to go in on this one. So, our next plan of action, let's see where our truces are. So we have a truce in 33 months with Arabia, or with Egypt. Should be the same for Arabia. Yeah, 33 months. With Benin, our truce ends in 11 months. We have like 1 year before we can attack Benin again. Right, France. I want this land. Other than that, we still can't get Burma into our block. I'm kind of waiting on this. Once they're like down to join our block, we'll invite them in, and then I can then take a stab at Ava, maybe. Right, also we have to clean Siberia. Okay, let's start with the... Actually, could I interfere with this? I can. I can ask them for a war goal, and then I can join in on this side. Yeah, that works. Let's see. It costs me 120 infamy to try and transfer America. No, we're not gonna do that though. I want to make them independent, not to take over America. That's that's a bit insane. What is this flag? Why is Ontario's flag like this? What the fuck? Let's see. I want a regime change. I want... Yeah, we can just go for a conquer state, actually. So, and what do we want to conquer here? British... Oh yeah, this is the one. So this is... Kamchatka? Yep, that's the one. We'll ask for that. Iran? No! My gold! Persia! No! My gold! Alright, they renamed themselves to Iran. Also, their infamy is so high. What the fuck? Oh wait, no, it's not that high. It's 25. Right, because they took, like, the land. Oh, wait! They were unrecognized before the war because they beat China, who was recognized. They became recognized as well. Oh, great. Okay, well... I mean, that's also how China got recognized as well, because Ava was recognized, so in China... Right, yeah, that happened way earlier in the playthrough. Them being a minor power though, I might lose. Okay, we're gonna try again with the gold mines. There are no levels of gold mines. Well, as for military access, and they don't want military assistance? Really? Why? Country's liberty desire. Their liberty desire is low. Quit. Man. Well, it does say no levels yet, which means they haven't built any of the gold mines, actually, that they have access to. I guess I can offer an obligation. I can offer my a monopoly for them too, I guess. Do we give them a monopoly on Tobacco? We can give them a monopoly on tobacco. Oh man. I don't want the investment rights though. Honestly, I don't want to give them investment rights. Fuck. Go for obligation. 62% chance. If they decline this, then I'm just gonna at some point just puppet them and then take the states directly, I guess. Because that's what I was gonna do for all of my other subjects anyway. I would appreciate if they accept that though. You asshole. Okay. Fine then. Fine then. We're just gonna like puppet them later. Speaking of, I do have subjects that I can puppet already, but I'm kind of waiting on everyone's liberty desire to go down a bit more before I start taking states here. But also, we probably want to puppet some of the states that have claims. Colonized by Australians, Indonesian, Australia. Why does Indonesia, Australia have a claim on the Philippines? I don't get that. Why? Why the fuck? You have a claim on that. It makes no sense. West Micronesia. Sundanese Kyushu. Spanish homeland. Man, the converter really gave us like some really weird stuff. I guess we can do... Yeah, we can lower Manchuria to puppet. So they're puppet now. And that means I should be able to declare on Korea for their claims here later. So we're gonna do that. And then I guess we're gonna incorporate them after for the gold mines. Actually, does it say the where are the gold mines here on this side? Oh, it's over here. It's on the far edge. Oh my god, there's 455 here on this. Oh my god. Okay. There's like a lot of gold over there. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to maintain your block embassy. Burma no longer exists. No. I have to reset my... Wait, actually, no, wait, hold on. The truce is over. Am I gonna do a two-front war? I can just directly make these guys the protectorate, actually. They're not recognized, are they? Yeah, they're unrecognized. If I... Okay, it's 35 to annex them, but if we make them a protectorate, it's 14. Because I'm thinking... I want a protectorate Burma, so that I can get access to the gold over in Mandalay, in Sagaing. So yeah, I guess we can just do that. They will not accept. That's fine. Who's gonna join this, right? Like, no one's gonna freaking join this on their side. I'm just... Yeah, we're doing it. Dynamics improving relations, cool. Speaking of, right. How many can I send over here? We only have like 1.16k convoys. I think I want to send like a small army over in... Where's my Ethiopian cav, actually? Alright! Because I demobilized them and it's gonna take them the 90 days. For additional 90 days. Fuck. I have to like mobilize a different group of army here. Send them to the Hanover front. I might have to like send my fleet over here to like maintain supplies. Political concessions is added to the... Oh no, this is gonna make them... I don't want to add like political concessions to the industrialists though. They're already influential. The armed forces... Actually, they got influential too, huh? Somehow. What the... Interesting. This is not ideal for the current situation, but fine. Adalan. Oh, is that the secession? Oh, that's a secession. Oh, okay. We're gonna have some issues here. That took half like the Ethiopian army. I know, it took half of both. Ugh. Crap. Okay, well... Where am I gonna use... I guess we still have some time. can't sway anyone on this. I'm just gonna hope my puppets have to hold that for a bit. Algerian uprising? Oh my god. Bro. Oh, if only we had like a way to get freaking multiculturalism already. I should not have manually whatchamacallit, demobilized. Because we were gonna get into a bunch of other wars. Hold on, did I just see that right? Iran rivaled Japan? You're a minor power. How are you rivaling Japan, bro? Oh, they dropped down to major. Okay. Please tell me my troops over here are in supply. Okay, they're doing fine in supply. That's good. I think my troops being there, I think, should make the war easy. Oh my god, this is gonna take 83 days before they completely demobilize. I don't know if my puppet can handle this. Oh, my puppet I don't think can handle this, bro. I might be screwed. Am I gonna raise conscripts? I could raise conscripts. No, but then it might be also kind of late if I mobilize them like right now. Might suffer a bit of damage. "71 days. Another one. Okay, we definitely need to pass like if we can't go for multiculturalism, I'll at least try for cultural exclusion. Days on that one. How many more days on this one? 51. I hope to god my puppet can hold for a bit. We're gonna have some devastation in our states over here. Or maybe mostly on Ethiopia. Oh yeah, we're winning on this side, at least. I have like 4 different wars going on at the same time, bro. Yeah, they might be pushing into Ethiopia for now, instead of me. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my. I'm gonna get freaking 8 infamy. I'm at 20, bro. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna let the event run, just so I can get a bit of infamy decay. I don't want to be on a 28 infamy. That's a bit too much infamy for me. Namakwa land. Like, really, the claim should be ours anyway, because, you know, it's freaking in our core territories over here. It's gonna piss off Brazil, but like, that doesn't matter. They're my subject anyway. We're gonna puppet them at some point and then take the land directly anyway, so it's fine. Ah! I forgot to let the event run. Fuck. Okay, I was supposed to let the event run. You want the... They're a chiefdom. Right. Okay, I can mobilize these guys now. Jesus Christ. That took a while. Morocco. Oh right, they got isolated because of... Oh, fuck. Oh no. Morocco. Right, because of the secession over in... here. How much time do I have? How long is that gonna take, actually? .8 on per week? You can grant them their own market for now. Just slow it down slightly. Does that just lose one of my generals? I think that lost me one of my generals. Yeah, it did. Moderate, authoritarian. Dude, why do I keep getting ethno-nationalists, bro? I can't... Ah! 15% morale loss, aggressive maneuver chance, 55% offense in flat terrain, percent defense. Defensive planner, 5% offense. All these secession movements, man. What's the debate chance on this? 43. Lower the debate chance a bit. There's like so many people supporting their independence over here in Benin right now. Truce is up in 4 weeks. Oh, but then my infamy is so high right now. Fuck. Get the... Ooh, actually, hold on. So 5% qualifications. Versus just 10%. 5% universal pop political strength. Plus 2 minimum expected standard. Okay, maybe we'll just get the regular 10%. Please tell me we're finishing this up soon. They're taking a while. Because we still have to go to Ava. Actually, let's get the cavalry over here. Get the naval evasion going. How are we doing over here? We are still beating them. Yeah, oh my god. That's how many... We've gotten so many victories for Munster already over here. Okay, +1 maximum declared interests. No! No! My ruler! Fuck! He was an enlightened royalist! Fuck, bro. No, man. There goes our support for multiculturalism. Well, fuck. No. You're kidding me, man. How am I gonna get multiculturalism now, bro? It's gonna be so annoying to pass. Fuck. That's not good. Also, we got telephones over here, so I think we should get radios. God damn, bro. Alright, we had the... we had that assassination plot journal entry. We didn't manage to stop the assassin, I guess. Fuck, dude. So my support for this is probably just gone now. Yeah, we have like nothing other than from the events. Fuck. That's so annoying, actually. Oh my god, dude. Malaysian culture. Oh my god, so many native uprisings. Bohemian uprising and Mayan uprising. Wow, there's a lot of uprisings happening. Okay, there's the secession Nadal. Did any of these... Okay. Oh, these are not supposed to be subsidized. How do I know which one? Okay, the Dwayne Cape Colony should be. So that's correct. Synthetics plants. Wait, no. Explosive factories. Cape Colony, yep. Military shipyards. Okay, subsidizing one in the Cape as well. Millet, livestock ranches. Which ones do I have on auto expand here? That one in Ikdux. Okay. Vineyards. Should be auto expanded. For the leader, or I think of Lion King. There are a few wars that have started because of the death of a ruler, yes. There's more than one. There's quite a few, actually. Yeah, World War I was one of them. The War of the Spanish Succession was another one. There was another one in... I mean, technically, well, there's the War of the Roses. I mean, like a non-fiction. Bro. Bro. What happened anyway? Man. We have our war goals. I have my war goal. Yeah, we have my war goal over here. Let's see. So we're still doing the naval invasion over here in Inner Morocco. Hopefully we can get that before Morocco's Liberty Desire goes to 75. Should probably merge these at some point. Okay. So for this one, they kind of got like half and half, right? Like 9 and 9 on this one, and then this one's also 9 and 9. So for this, where's the Ethiopian artillery? Still can't incorporate that. And then southern conscripts. Okay, how's our army now? We're at 1,300 or 1,030 battalions. So we're #1 on army power projection now. Oh, I'm not even using my entire army whenever we go to war because it's too expensive in supply. We still have to invade Burma. Please tell me no one's gonna support your independence. Why there's still 6 here? It's a bug, I guess. My truce with Egypt ends in 15 months. And then over here with Benin. Okay, there's the secession. I should probably... Why is it still going up? Six weeks? Ah. Oh well. Let's go to... Okay, where's Burma? Getting access. Doesn't actually say. But... my war goal here is... Pegu. So just over there. Just navally invade. Directly. I'm gonna assume here. Okay, that pisses off the rule folk, but they are marginalized, so that doesn't matter. North Africa HQ, okay. Move this. Oh, well, actually. Establish a colony over here. I have to reincorporate this? Oh my god. I have to reincorporate Inner Morocco? Are you kidding me, bro? No. Fuck. I think I have to check the auto expander. Has the army like combined over here yet? It hasn't. And this one's still recruiting. Screw it. I guess we'll just use this one to navally invade. Not the best one to do it with, but sure, why not? Just to get the war over quickly. Okay. Well, we're doing fine on the queue. Everything's like auto expanding still, so I don't have to worry about that for now. Can we subjugate anyone else? Okay, we can subjugate Chukotka now. Let's go. So Chukotka. So subject. Any new states that we can build coal in? Revolution in Italy. Okay. No, monster, don't go on default. Bruh. Why would you go on default, man? No. That's gonna be a problem. Alright, we have electrics industries now. Thank God my private sector is building that. Okay. 5% success chance versus something. Oh, it's gonna make the rural folks strong though. Also the industrialists. Tricky situation, but whatever. We'll take it. And then if I revoke this... Yeah, okay, they're back. Cool. They really don't have any gold mines. I really got all the gold mines on my side here. Yeah, they really don't have it on that side. Can I subjugate Galicia yet? How long is this gonna take? 3 more years. Okay, the caviar is fine now. Surely we've like occupied everything that we need to take here, right? Yeah, everything here's like occupied already. Can we just like can we just take this already, or do you want me to navally invade Britain, dude? Like, I don't want to have to go there. I need a bigger navy to do that. Oh, they're gonna try and naval invade me? Are you serious? Okay, there's no more front here. Go back to Zanj, I guess. My naval invasion is already successful here, so I can just go over here. And we can just keep that on the interception. That should deal with the naval invasion. Oh god. Wait. I can probably remove the lobbies as well. Yeah, this is fine. Like, if I remove knowledge sharing as well. They're rebellious, but like, they're ticking down to 0.37, so that's fine. One setback, enactment success chance, 100% activism, enactment time, more popularity for the traditionalist? No. Oh, Egyptian radical revolt. Okay. Is my truce with Egypt not done yet until now? 8 months? We're not gonna be able to... Oh, yes! Yes, we got this. Okay. Are they still at war with Munster? No, they're not anymore. Nice, okay. We actually did something over in Europe. Cool. Now, for subjects... If I... My infamy right now is like 20. So even if I have like no truce with Benin, I kind of don't want to go in on them right now. That's probably not gonna go well. I guess we just wait for our Liberty Desert to tick down for our subjects for a bit. In the meantime, we should finish this war with Burma. There you go. Burma is a protectorate now. And okay, so establishing colonies over there. How much is it gonna cost me to take Mauritania from France? It's gonna cost me 4 infamy. Do I go for it right now though, or do I wait until my? Whatchamacallit? My infamy is down, so I can go in on Benin instead to get them smaller again. I think we try and make them smaller again. What's the delivery date is there? 0.4. Burma's ticking up, though. Let me get this down. I guess from attitude, it should go down. I want to get started on the ticking faster, so I'll offer some knowledge sharing. Point 2. Yeah. Okay, at least it's 0.02, so it should be like slow. And hope it just like eases over and no one supports their independence. If someone supports their independence, it's gonna be fucked. Man, it's still so annoying that I lost my enlightened royalist ruler now, so I really can't pass multiculturalism. Fuck. We need like a humanitarian to like pop up in one of the interest groups. Please, I need a humanitarian, bro. Can the landowners not get like a freaking... Oh my god, they're all authoritarians. Fuck, man. Oh, we got freedom of conscience back. That should give me a bit of authority. And also should improve the acceptance across the board since we do have like 98% animists. It's the state religion. Oh my god, 5%, bro. Did we just gamble the fucking... I should have just passed it earlier. Freaking 5%. It was supposed to be 14. Are there no humanitarians yet on the freaking... Oh, we can't invite them anyway, though. The anarchist is probably still around, I think. Yeah, the anarchist is still here. Yeah. Schools. Suffrage. You can get corporatized unions, but I don't want to muddle the trade unions' leader ideologies. Oh my god, why do I have like moderates on the freaking... You have 34% humanitarian here, bro. Like... why? Why, bro? But yeah, I don't want to go to corporatized unions yet because we don't have like a... We haven't gotten a humanitarian yet. After we get multiculturalism, maybe we can go down to corporatized unions. We can go for something easier, like mass conscription now. And it's gonna piss off the armed forces slightly. Also the landowners. But the landowners are considered influential at 1.4% clout. I don't know about that. But we'll try for mass conscription. That way we can expand our army even further. Okay, what is this now? Minute. Ah, up here. Do I bother adding an electrical grid over in Siberia? I feel like I feel like that's a silly idea. Because I don't think we even have like anything that requires electricity. Actually, no, we do have logging camps there. Yeah, it's probably not worth it still. Yeah, we'll leave it. Then coal, fishing, gold. Put that up there. Iron, lead, logging. Any new provinces? Any new states? Oil rigs. We're still good on oil rigs. Rubber. Any new provinces? No. Okay. So we go back to the buildings here. Okay. In terms of other statistics, while we're like chilling, okay, we've actually reached a point where I don't have to do the debt exploit anymore. We haven't done it at all this entire session, so that's pretty good. So now our GDP line is actually going up for real, for real. Like, look at that growth. Holy crap. We're at 68 million GDP with 4.48 per capita. For literacy, despite like integrating like more lands, we're actually up to 73.76% literacy. Well, still not in the top 10, but like that's kind of understandable considering how big we are. However, in terms of the actual like per state literacy, like we have a high concentration of states with very high literacy, so that's pretty good. Our standard of living on average is 15.3. Although, looking at the standard of living map mode, I think everyone is just like really bad right now anyway. It's all red, holy crap. For population, we're doing fine. We're number 4 now. We're catching up to America. America still has like 116 million. They're probably getting a lot of migration, question mark. Which is probably why. Things, yeah. Especially with the economy, like this is actually the first time my economy is actually doing fine. Like I've been sitting on 98% of my debt limit the entire like 2 sessions. And I guess we've kind of reached the point where my debt limit continues to increase at the same pace as my debt. So my debt never actually reaches it. So we've kind of reached like modern economy. We've kind of reached like the modern economy because this is what like modern countries do now. Our articles are still pretty wild though, but that's probably because like I haven't really fixed the issue of racism over here. We're still on racial segregation. Let's see. Fresh troops. Ooh. Do we piss off the armed forces? They're at +3 right now. I probably want them happy so that they get removed from... Yeah. if we get them happy, we lose like 8% of the clout on stall chance. Although that does weaken the armed forces a tad, minus 10%. Nice. Okay, 0% on stall chance now. So we're definitely getting mass conscription. Once mass conscription passes, our army power projection is gonna skyrocket because I'm gonna be able to recruit like so many more conscripts. 30% chance. You can force the play, I guess. Although I don't know how much it's gonna cost infamy-wise to have them return the states. It's probably around like 4 infamy. Oh my god, wait, Ethiopia. My subject just blew up. Hold up. What is this? Bro. We should probably help with that. Okay, we have electrical capacitors now. What does that give? Electrical capacitors gives us electric sewing machines, automatic power looms, brine electrolysis for the explosives. Okay. Now we can get elastics. That should jack up the demand for rubber, which should in turn force our private sector to start building more rubber plantations. Actually, I think I've kind of reached a point now where maybe I can have the private sector handle some of the railways and power plants and ports. So maybe we start privatizing ports and railways and also the power plants now. And we'll see how much the private sector handles the utilities. Oh yeah, my private sector is also starting to build electrics industry, so we're gonna start getting telephones. Okay, we also have bolt-action rifles now for our arms industries. Does that tech give anything else? No, it's just the Burma. Are you still... Okay. Burma's starting to tick down. So at some point we could like annex them. Or yeah, at some point we should be able to like lower their liberty desire. The rural folk are still marginalized, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So their approval does not matter. Okay, we're definitely passing mass conscription now. That's on track. We're gonna see our army size gonna shoot up massively. Okay, we have central planning now. So that should give me incorporation speed, taxation capacity, dividends efficiency. And then we get the switchboards, and then we can access command economy, which we would need to be single party state or technocracy to be able to do. So we can't do that just yet. Although I still don't know if it would be worth going command economy. Honestly, I think I prefer staying on interventionism. But with that, we can raise our home affairs. That's gonna raise the power of the petty bourgeoisie, though, which is not ideal. Can you really not get like yeah, they're usually always gonna be ethno-nationalists, but that's freaking ethno-nationalists, man. I guess we can take we'll take the minting. Oh, actually, we can take the Zeppelins for the market access and price impact. And then let's go to, we already have, how many electrics industries do we have? We have 2 already. We're gonna jack up the price of telephones real quick by doing this. Get the telephone switchboards. Oh my god, look at that bureaucracy. There we go. My subsidies are now pretty high. What else is high here? Goods for government buildings. Yeah, the paper and the telephones. Oh my god. 122.5 pounds per unit of telephone. Oh my god. That is something. That gives us enough bureaucracy to get this, though. Okay. We have a shortage of telephones with 38 buildings. Don't worry. The private sector will answer that soon. Trust. Oh my god. Oh yeah, even Portugal is like now building freaking what is this? Burmese Communist Revolt? What the? Burmese Communist Revolt, huh? Okay, well, we're gonna need to raise another army. Cavalry. I have to give them that because they're kind of isolated right now. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. Oh, we can get that control back once we've finished this uprising. Oh my god, the auto expand just filled up with a bunch of freaking railways. Oh my god. Did I just see us climb like 10 million GDP in one tick? What the f... Jesus Christ. Holy crap. We're about to reach 400 million GDP. We've gone past more than double of China. Combustion engine gives us automotive industries. Actually, so we're getting I think I'll actually no, we'll take the throughput actually. Faith party. Freaking. We're gonna have an election soon. Do I bother funding everyone's campaign? I kind of want to make everyone else happy too. Sure, we'll raise everyone's approval slightly. Actually, is Iran colonizing this? No, they're not. Okay. I was worried that Iran might be colonizing over here in Siberia, but no. What was ready for scam calls about cars extended warranty? I don't think warranty has been invented yet, to be honest. And this time period, I don't know when warranty was like a thing conceptually. Like when did warranty actually become a thing? Humanitarian! No, but he's not popular! He's not popular, bro. Bro. Dude, how do we get this guy to be more popular? Fuck, man. No, we got a humanitarian. He's the armed forces, but he's not popular. Fuck. Burma's still ticking up. I don't know what else I can do to like... Okay, we have mass conscription now. Okay, you're gonna see the army explode because we have That increases our conscription, right? Hold on. Our recruitable pops is gonna like skyrocket. Let's see how much bigger our army is gonna be now. Also, can I still not like incorporate right here? It's still kind of weird. Ethiopia. I can make conscripts in the South Atlantic now. Freaking because of my one island over there. That's crazy. Senegal. Southern Africa. Let's see what my army size is gonna be after I recruit all of these conscripts. Oh my god, 100 conscripts in Okay. Zanj oh my god. Zanj by itself, the Zanj HQ has 786 conscripts. What the oh my god. Oh, that army power projection is gonna be so big. Holy, we have 2,000 battalions. To be fair, it's like 2,000 battalions that I'm not actually gonna use because obviously the conscripts are like pulling from my actual workforce, so we never really want to raise them. This is just a deterrent, right? Like the other nations are gonna see this and they're like, bro, what the fuck is this? Zero warranty was born in the 1920s with the Ford Model T of a concept as far back as BC era. Are you serious? There was warranty before Christ? Are you what? No way, man. There's no way there was warranty before Christ, dude. What the huh? How would they track that? How would they track that? Oh, there's like nothing else I can do here to make them. Well, I just have to hope that they. I guess I just have to hope that they or I guess I can just wait for this to like. When can I get them back in the market? Oh, it doesn't tell me when. Fuck. Okay. I mean, you said BC era, like. Yes! The ethno-nationalist and the industrialist is dead! Let's go! Please give me someone else who's not an ethno-nationalist. Please give me a non-ethno-nationalist. A radical! Okay, well, A radical is like okay, I guess. Not the best, but... Or not what I'm looking for, but like... better than an ethno-nationalist, I would say. Right, so we also just passed mass conscription, so let's try and pass... let's see... We already have public health and public schools, so that's good. Considering we're still making like we're still in deficit technically, even though like my debt limit has increased large enough that my debt hasn't caught up. Going for social security at this point is probably still expensive, like way too expensive when like the amount of welfare payments I have to pay out. So yeah, I guess it's time. I guess it's time we try and go for this and pray. Actually, hold on. Can I... We're 20 months away from the next mandate. We could go for... Actually, no, we have 2 mandates available now. Okay, we're gonna go Creative Legislature 3 so that we can get the +1 setback slot. And then... Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna try. We're gonna try for multiculturalism and pray it works out. I need events. I need events to fire that will give me the freaking enactment success chance for this. Please, God, I hope this works. Fuck. Oh my God, my engines. Private sector, can you build some motors, please? Private sector, please build some motors. Actually, what level are my motor industries at right now? Workers at the rubber plantations in Oromia are being severely mistreated. Mutilation has become a common punishment for perceived failures. Ooh. We'll take the lower option. So we have 36 in Mozambique, 31 in Lekwa, 11 in Tanganyika. I believe my economy of scale cap should already be 50. So I should have actually brought the motor industries up to 50 at this point. Yeah, economy of scale cap 50. So this is 37, 38, 39, 40, 50. And then for the telephones, electrics industries. Oh my God. The private sector just built 28 in Katanga. Bro. Okay. Well, that should probably answer the shortage, right? Once that's built. Other than that, what else can I do to like make the intelligentsia and the landowners and the petit bourgeoisie happy? This is kind of the problem also with like sticking with National Guard. It did make the petit bourgeoisie like pretty strong, like relatively. I should have maybe gone for secret police before going for that, but that's like one step too many. Sumerian codes in Mesopotamia was written by his brother, the Antichrist. Are you serious? How the fuck did how did this party win? No way. How did the Faith Party win? Oh my God. It's not. Oh my God, bro. How the fuck did you 28? How do you have 28? From what? Oh my God. What in the fuck? Okay, or how the fuck did they get this many votes, bro? What the fuck? We got the freaking devout back in power that quickly just because I passed like freedom of conscience. That's so messed up. Okay, we're going with this orientation. We're gonna go for the 68th. I'm gonna go for like the 58th because it's still in the same bracket. Oh my god. Another coup? Cancel one. Freaking coup? God damn it. Okay, thank god we have like enough coup resistance. Let's see progress on radio. 33 on electrics industries throughput. I think I want to get radio faster because once we get radio, that actually opens up a lot of the naval upgrades and also siege artillery because siege artillery requires radios. Yeah, that's actually what I have queued up next anyway. I should make the research faster. This should tick down to like negative because we have like minus 0.7. Debate success, 50% chance. Oh, thank god. Yes. Yes. Multiculturalism, let's go. Come on. Devout. Okay, the devout are not fighting this actually. They're not. Yeah, the devout are neutral to this. So coup progress will retreat. Yeah, we'll take the retreat option. Actually, wait. This lowering their interest group pop attraction might actually help with the cloud. That should lower the... Ah, fuck. I had to renegotiate this again. Peru. What if I just make you a puppet? Okay, I'm making you a puppet. It's gonna make all my subjects like... increase the liberty desire. Alright, that is... We have the issue with this one though. Okay, we'll make them a puppet. And then... Actually, hold on. Ethiopia's ticking up? Are you serious? Why? How are you ticking up? I have like so much freaking 0.47 from cloud of anti-overlord political lobby. Okay. I guess we can have them exempt from service. Because, like, we don't really need Ethiopia to actually help in the wars. Should tick them down a bit. And then, since we've made Peru a puppet, take state. Liberty desire is less than 50. Okay. So once their liberty desire is below 50, we're gonna start taking their states that have gold mines. Okay. Freaking Stupid ass. Are there gold mines here? Is there potential for gold mines here? You might have to take Moiska if they have gold mines as well. But I don't think they should have. Yeah, they don't have gold mines here. No gold potentials. It's mostly these two. We're gonna end up taking like a lot of states from Peru actually. Should I just annex them? Maybe we should just annex them. Because that's gonna be like a really wacky border with the the amount of gold mines I'm gonna end up taking over there. Still can't incorporate those states. Okay, we've hit 400 million GDP. Let's go. The line is just going up now. There's no more 2-week recession. Okay, they flipped loyal. So I'm expecting this should start like going down. I'm gonna start funding lobbies actually. See if that improves the situation. %15 enactment success chance. Let's go. We're 30. Oh my god, please. Please, 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 please. Please give me this. Once we get multiculturalism, that opens up the opportunity for me to go with whatchamacallit, freedom of movement, and then we can start stacking like a bunch of migration attraction. Then we're gonna combine that with our with an oil company in the future for even more state migration attraction, so that we can get like a whole bunch of population. Our population is gonna skyrocket once we get multiculturalism and migration up. Okay, nice. It's starting to tick down again. And then the other thing, right, our sulfur mines, we should probably put that up on rail transport. So how many? We still have 9 million peasants. There's still more peasants. Yeah, 20 arms industries in Uganda. Okay, what is this? What is this? Oh, natives. Of course. Should I start making like an East Siberian? I guess I can include this in the East Siberian garrison actually. Where is the... So East Siberia HQ. Start adding East Siberian garrison conscripts there. And then Ethiopia. Ethiopia's conscripts. Nile conscripts. Senegal. Then Southern Africa. Right, I still haven't like gotten around to moving that to the proper HQ. The West Siberia HQ can have the conscripts in the West Siberia, and then Zanch conscripts. Okay. Oh, are we actually gonna get multiculturalism? Please, give it to me. Oh my god. Because this is a big deal too, because this is gonna open up acceptance for most of the Northern African pops. Which is going to improve their wages and their standard of living. So that's kind of a big deal. Which is why I really want that. Aside from also like what I mentioned earlier of like the population thing. Because really we need migration in order to catch up to like China, India, and America's population. Like we can't rely on just birth rate alone, even though, you know, we've kind of relied on birth rate for like most of the game. Since we stacked legal guardianship at the start of the game with the food company, so that gives us like 10% birth rate, just naturally. Okay. In terms of liberties, is everyone ticking down? Yes, Morocco, Peru, they're all ticking down. Good. Good. Can I take state yet? Not committed in a diplomatic play. Okay, these native uprisings are... We're making money! We're finally making money. We're in the positive, guys. We've done it. We're in the positive. We're in the green. We're making money. Holy shit. Okay. So we're gonna start slowly paying off our debt. Nice. Our economy has grown to a point where we're actually not deficit spending enough. So that means I can actually like plop down one more construction sector probably. We'll plop it down in... Actually... Where do we plop it down though? Fuck. I guess upkeep. Plop one down in refugee. We'll see how the economy looks after that one. And then let's raise the eastern. Oh, I had these guys flipped. I had these guys flipped. East Siberia HQ. I can't believe we actually reached the point where we're finally in the green. Tighten safety standards. 10% construction, state construction efficiency. 2% mortality of laborers employed in construction. Oh yeah, we definitely... Yeah, we'll take this option. Okay, adding that one construction sector put us back in the red. Or maybe that's just because I have like troops raised, but it's just like 2 battalions, so it shouldn't be that expensive. Another success! Yes! Oh my god, we're actually doing it! Oh my god! Multiculturalism! Let's go! Oh, this is gonna be so good once it passes. Actually, where's my other puppet? I puppeted Maturia, right? I should probably have them exempt from... Yeah, we'll exempt them from service as well. The thing is, with the size of my army, I really don't need my puppets to be supporting me militarily. So... War propaganda. Oh my god, 20% constructible battalions. We're gonna get more soldiers. How many more troops can we have here? How many more troops? Congo, East Siberian Garrison, Ethiopia, Nile, Senegal, Southern Africa, West Siberian Garrison, and then Zanj conscripts. Oh my god, 2.17,000 battalions! Our army's just so massive now. Oh wait, there's like 18k. What the? Okay, actually, this is big. I didn't check the numbers. Why are there 18 regiments over there? Okay, we might need like a bigger army in that one. Let's get the Ethiopian cavalry here to help out with that. I didn't realize they had like 18 battalions there on this native. Like, bro, why do you have so many? That's actually insane. One of my generals has died. That's not good. Ethno-nationalists, ethno-nationalists. Oh my god! 3 ethno-nationalists? You're fucking kidding me, bro. Why? Ah! 10% kill rate. Mountain combat experts. Stalwart defender. Put this guy in pillage. Put this guy on adamant defense. Because he's a defensive strategist. Why is my private sector building arts academies? What? For what reason? What the fuck? Why are they building arts academies, bro? What? Why? We're probably like the #1 producer of it, huh? Yeah, we're the #1 producer. Okay, so we're the #1 producer of ironclads, telephones, fine arts, merchant marines, engines, porcelain, luxury furniture, steamers, oil, explosives, ammunition, small arms, artillery, steel, glass, tools, gold, groceries, paper, hardwood, rubber, liquor, tobacco, fish, wood, coal, iron, lead, fertilizer. Oh my god. We definitely need free trade. Because, like, we're producing so many goods. There's no way our market is using all of that. No! No! Not that minus 10%. Fuck. Minus 20%. Where's my... Okay, we're obviously taking the minus 10% there. Fuck, we're back down to 30%. Fuck, man. Give me a debate event. Or like a... Oh, really, I want a success. Actually, not a debate. Bruh. Also, we're doing radios, and then we're researching zeppelins. I think we're like so ahead on society techs. There's like no one else. We're not getting any spread for any society techs, so we're like way ahead of everyone else on that one. Okay, this one I can send here. And then for technology, for military, we're getting spread for automatic machine guns. Since we already have, or we're gonna have radios after this, I can research defense in depth, and then that way we can upgrade to siege artillery as well. Oh my god, my private sector is spamming arts academies. What the what the fuck, man? Why? Why are you spamming arts academies, bro? What the hell? Makes no sense, dude. Okay, my explosives factories. I should probably, if you want to learn to be VTubers, and those maybe. Maybe. Actually, foods industries, furniture, glass. I should probably get my glass works up to 50. All the output goods that are used for my construction sectors. Okay, we're at like, we're down to 2 infamy now at this point, so I think we should be able to go in on Benin again and like cut them down, make them smaller, so that we can get their liberty desire to tick down a bit. But we're gonna save that for next session. I'm about to go a little bit over time. I got too hyped. I got too hyped with like the things that were happening. But we're gonna end here for now. It doesn't look like we got a lot done. I mean, we kind of did actually. It's a big deal of finishing that war with China, getting Persia that has renamed itself as Iran. Oh, right. Let's colonize. We're very close to bordering Sweden. So that means we're also about to get access to, what's this state? Where's the state that has all the gold mines in here? Is it this one? Yeah, this one. Right? So they've only discovered like 10 gold mines. There's like, how many levels of gold mine here? It's like 240 or something. Where is it? There's 350 levels of gold mine over here. They haven't discovered all of it. So once we colonize and border Sweden on here in Russia, we're gonna go in on them and try and get that. But in the meantime, we're still cutting down Benin. Our truce with Egypt is also like over, so I should probably get in on them after we deal with Benin and try and clean up the borders over here in Africa. I said I was gonna clean this up, but we were like, our infamy shot up to like 28 at some point, so I couldn't like do anything. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. We've finally reached the point, like, you know how last session we were pretty much sitting at 95% of our debt limit the entire way through? And without doing the debt reset this session, we've actually raised our debt limit high enough that our debt cannot catch up anymore. So at some point, I think this will just shrink a bit further as we just build up our GDP, which is, by the way, line go up finally. For real. It's actually going up so fast. We're the #1 GDP in the world. We're like more than double China's size, and my mouse just died. And that's a good time to end, I guess. We're also the #1 GDP per capita. Our literacy, we're not like the highest literacy, but that's because there's like a bunch of smaller states at like 100% literacy. But they're 100% literacy with a population of like 1,000 or something. So, you know, their population is like small enough that all of them can read. Our population is fairly large. We're gonna try and catch up to that once we pass multiculturalism and we open our borders to try and get more migration in. Because really, that's kind of what we're missing at this point, is just getting more migration to fill the jobs that we can like build. Like, there are so many buildings I could be building, like even more than what I'm building right now, but we need the pops to actually employ, so we're gonna need migration for that. So that's gonna be on the agenda, aside from also just taking the gold mines from everyone else. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Okay, this is gonna be awkward to try and end the stream while my mouse is dead. But how am I gonna? Okay, I think I am gonna have to like plug my mouse in. But yeah, thanks to Steel and Spar for dropping by. And for everyone else, wherever and whenever you're watching from, whether it's live with the VOD, whether it's on YouTube or on Twitch, have a good day, good night, take care, and I'll see you on Tuesday next week for some Kingdoms of Amalur. Also for our power plug? No. No, I mean, there are some other things I have to like do as well, so that's gonna be it for today. I just can't like end right away because like I have to plug my mouse in.